Phuket, Thailand, guys. How much has it changed in this situation? Have people had to leave and relocate? Well, we know a lot of people have left and they've gone up to the northern areas, the territories, Thailand, Isan and so forth, because the money's just not in place anymore, because tourists, I'd say tourists aren't coming. There's more tourists who are coming now, so it's nice to see a bit of life back in a place. But how much have things really changed? Let's have a look. How is everybody doing out there? I hope you're all doing extremely well, and if you're not, know that your situation can be changed. It doesn't last forever. You're not a tree. You can take your roots up and move whenever you want. Today, guys, I'm going to take you on a little journey to have a look around at how Thailand is dealing, coping, changing with the times. That is the situation. Things are not quite as open as they used to be, and that's the politest way I can say, I guess, for closed down. And then there are other areas which don't appear to be affected by this current situation at all, and it appears to be business as usual. How many other things can be enjoyed on different levels now as a result of the situation. The situation. I think it's fair to say that no matter where you are in life, which town, which city, which country, if you're not in a full lockdown, if you ever want to see the most condensed area with people, go to a shopping mall. My least favorite place to ever be, as I said before, if you see what I'm saying. Yeah. Feels very strange to me to be out walking, because usually you take the bike everywhere. So it feels strange to be in a place with pavements, because I don't get to experience it very often, right? Because I'm usually on a bike doing this. That's not me on the bike, of course, because I'm here talking to you. But you know what I mean.
Indeed I do, my friend. Let's start the video. Welcome to the PMA experience, guys. It's Thailand time. My name is Chris, and I want to take you on this journey with me.
It's go time. Let's do it.
Positive mental attitude.
This is the way. Go to the unknown where possibility lives.
A positive mental attitude can clear away all obstacles which stand between you and your major purpose in life.
Think big. Laugh loud.
And you know this, man.
The way of life can be free and beautiful.
Positive mental attitude.
Have you found joy in your life? Has your life brought joy to others?
Leave the box. In this world there's room for everyone. I'm in Phuket town right now. I don't know where I am apart from Phuket town, because if you've ever been here, there's a one-way system around the town. It's very easy to get lost. So I have no credit on my phone for G-Maps, and sometimes I kind of like it that way. Yeah, roll the dice and see what the universe is going to throw up in our direction. Thailand's not a place of lack right now. It's a place where many things can be enjoyed on different levels.
Guys, nearly 90% of you who watch my content, you aren't subscribed. So to help you out, I paused the video. All you have to do is press that button.
It's free.
Come on, do it. Do it! Let's do it.
Stop cheering me on.
He won't stop.
And it comes down to your personality as to what your interests are. I see a lot of people on forums online who want to know about alcohol sales, if you can enjoy a drink when you're out, that kind of thing. Well, at the moment, it's not really called a lockdown, but for use of a better word, I guess you could say it's a curfew of sorts. After 9 p.m, nobody's really out on the streets. You can buy alcohol in the shops. Some places are now permitted to sell alcohol, only if they're selling food with it, which kind of makes sense. So I would say if your focus is more on what you're losing rather than what you're gaining, then maybe Thailand's, it's not the right time for you to come. I don't look at Thailand retrospectively. I don't look at Thailand in the past, and obviously there's a difference there, but I'm not really missing too much how things used to be. I'm not seeing it as a place of lack. I'm seeing it as a place of the place it always was. Awesome. What is your reason for wanting to come to Thailand right now, guys? Leave a note in the comments. Let's get a discussion going. Why would you like to be here right now? Or even if you are here right now, let's hear your point of view. What do you miss about Thailand that's not available to you as an option anymore? And what do you wish is in place? Or do you think things have evolved for the better as to what you can do on a daily basis? Notes in the comments, guys. Cockroach trying to get in on my dialogue there. So if doing things like that every day don't float your boat, if you're somebody who's easily annoyed, then maybe again, Thailand now is not for you. But this shop now is for me because it's wonderfully cold. It's like walking into a freezer. Okay, check in here now. Choice of champs. The Thai government wants to not quash, but it wants to reduce people having the urge to go out and socialize solely for alcohol. So it makes sense. Again, I feel incredibly fortunate that I'm here right now to experience so much. Okay. This smile doesn't really tie into that sound, I guess. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing this face mask today, it's because black, as we all know, absorbs UV light. Always go with the dark colors. They feel crazy hot when you have them on. That's because they're absorbing the light. And this being black, the only reason I go for this mask is that it really keeps the sun off the back of your neck, which is essential when you're driving the bike, because you can be on the bike for quite a period of time, and then before you know it, you've got a lobster pitching up between your shoulder blades, which was previously called your neck. Always protect your neck, like this guy on the beach. How you doing down there, buddy? You alright? Mate, you want to watch that neck? So while some places guys are really feeling the detriment of the situation, which is plain to see from these places. Every time I come here, there's never anybody here, so businesses are suffering because of the lack of tourists. The sandbox scheme is helping things, but it's still kind of minimal to the volume of people that used to frequent these places. The guy, as you just met, who owns the place, said he put in, foreigners are referred to as farang here, and he said he put in a big menu here, and then situations changed with the situation, so all this food, there's no customers for it really. And you can also see that there's a lot of industry that is, I wouldn't say flourishing, but there are jobs still in place. There are people still managing to get together, to be proactive, and to move forward, progress, and get through this difficult situation. So certain places, industry is alive and well, you could say, such as this place. It's fair to suggest that with that kind of excavation, that they're looking to be there for some time. So it's nice to see that industry again is, choose whichever word you like, blooming, flourishing. Just that there are areas that are alive and things are progressing. So the last time I was here in Phuket, specifically in the area of Rawai, which is south part of the island.
From the south? Yes. The deep south.
If you ever wanted to wash clothes, I guess you could say like a laundrette situation, the majority of places kind of look like this. And now there's a lot of places which look like this. Nice to see that Thailand hasn't given up the fight, guys. Yeah, they're not sitting around waiting for things to get back to normal. In certain areas, people are fighting to get things back to normal, which is fantastic to see. Thailand for sure is a place that comes alive at night time. Now it's fair to say that some people have different expectations of what their nighttime holds, what their interests are. As to whether Thailand's right for you right now, only you will know. And Thailand does come alive in certain places, in certain areas, at certain times. I don't remember where I put my bike. So as you can see in this area, guys, looks like a normal day really. Looks like an average day. Everybody's out doing their shopping, filling up their baskets, emptying their bank accounts. They need more ATM machines. I haven't seen an ATM machine for quite some time. But yeah. Okay. So interestingly enough, guys, behind me you've got a couple banks. And if you want to know how to open a bank account as a tourist, The advantage being that you can transfer money from your country to your bank account with an app, and you pay a smidgen. A smidgen is that small. You pay a smidgen of what you would pay in charges if you were to take the money out of your ATM machine. Over a year, over a period of time, even in a couple months, you're going to save yourself like maybe this much in dollars. So stay tuned for that video, because it can be of benefit if you're living here. This is half a Lambo. With a pimp chair behind it. Okay. So again, a lot of Western influence creeping through in Thailand these days. If you're a Westerner living in Thailand, maybe every now and again you want a pizza. You know, so variety, as they say, is the spice of life. As you can see in there, it's like a pretty average day. But now Chris has lost his bike again, and he could be here for a long time. Ooh. How far did I'm not sure which entrance I went into, because they all look pretty similar. I think I'm up here. So all said and done, guys, if you come to Thailand right now, there is no doubt about it, you will be experiencing a very different Thailand. If you've been here before, you'll definitely notice the contrast of difference, how many things have changed, how many things are now closed, how many things are open. But do I think it's a place worth going to? Absolutely. Absolutely. After experiencing lockdowns in different countries, in different areas, and that feeling of isolation, of everything closing down, to what I'm experiencing now on a daily basis of being in Thailand, is quite literally night and day. I could not be happier to be here right now. Again, I feel very fortunate. Industry is flourishing in certain areas. Things are moving forward, albeit slower than we would all like. But from a positive point of view, it still means that things are moving forward. I think a lot of people have issues because they've come here and they feel somewhat disillusioned by what options are available and maybe what they were promised. But do your research, guys. I spent the best part of over a month before I came out here trawling through forums, going on to Thai embassy, going on to numerous websites. And when the time feels right for you, it'll feel right for you to come here. Time feels right for me to be here right now. And I'm excited to make a lot of vlogs for you guys, so that if you can't make it out here, I can take you on the journey with me. If anybody's interested in buying me a coffee, link in the description. And as always, guys, go travel, go laugh, and be inspiring. If you've made it this far through my video, guys,
Come on, come on.
if you're watching my content and you enjoy it, please consider subscribing, hit the bell notification,
Do it.
and hit the like button, as it really helps out the algorithm.
Do it.
Above all, thanks for supporting my channel,
Come on, do it now.
and have the most fantastic day.